So by now, I'm sure everyone is aware that taking advice from those on YouTube, or even watching or listening to them, can be good and bad, or help you build an awesome gym, or land you in federal prison. Either way, you'll be working out 3 times a day and having all the sex you want. Well, now that I've openly brought up Priya on YouTube, should I be charged and convicted of conspiracy to commit Priya? Or is this topic protected under the First Amendment? The reason I bring this up in this fashion is because in this segment covering my husband's appeal, I'll be discussing the First Amendment and how it was violated repeatedly through the duration of his trial. Again, it is no problem if you are just tuning in to the series, as I'm doing each of these as a standalone video, so you can go back to watch the previous videos later in the playlist under appeals. Okay, so there was a question raised during trial that I now ask you all. Can a picture of a lightning link be compared to CP? Now, right now, most of you are probably floored by that question, and there's probably a considerable amount of confusion as to why I asked. Why in the actual fuck did I just bring up CP? Well, I didn't. The government's prosecutor did when First Amendment issues were raised regarding the AKC and the drawing. The government compared the AKC to CP by making the argument that a picture in both instances is just as dangerous as performing the act. And under that logic, if CP is regulated and punishable, then so should a picture of the AKC? Like, what the fuck? While one can obviously agree with the heinousness of CP and anything associated with that is absurd, and also making the connection between that and the AKC is absurd and quite offensive. Like, if you are comparing that, there's something wrong up here. Like, really bad. This is so absurd that if I didn't have personal experience with this VIA, my husband's trial, I would totally think someone was fucking making this up. Then I would suggest that they be put in a mental facility. However, apparently this was a good enough argument to alleviate any First Amendment arguments brought before the court at various stages throughout the proceedings. And it was also good enough for the judge to enter a final judgment to terminate any further First Amendment claims. Even though at no point did the government allege that he broke the law in any of his videos, or what he did in the videos broke the law. So the videos themselves weren't evidence of a crime taking place. The videos themselves were the crimes. Even at sentencing, the prosecutor brought up that my husband said not to talk to the ATF without talking to a lawyer first, as if it were against the law to seek legal advice. Like, right? And the judge was even nodding in agreement, and that was apparently a reason to give him more time. Also during trial, they played a recorded phone call from jail where my husband and Mr. Ervin were discussing getting him an attorney. And apparently, this was proof of there being a conspiracy, that it is somehow illegal for my husband to help retain counsel for Mr. Ervin. This is when they had just indicted Mr. Ervin, by the way. The same with GoFundMe, you beautiful mother lovers, that was helping raise money for Mr. Ervin's attorney, which also ended up being proof of a conspiracy. Again, what the fuck? So the 11th Circuit has made it overwhelmingly clear that it is illegal to make a distasteful YouTube video, get legal advice before speaking to a federal officer, raise money for a lawyer, or to help somebody retain a lawyer. I could spend another held hour discussing all the ways the court trampled all over my husband's First Amendment and Justin's First Amendment, but let's just cut to the chase. I'm just going to quote directly from the appeal note because his lawyer said it all better than I ever could. The AKC is a piece of steel with a drawing on it, as Mr. Hoover said in one of his YouTube videos. They are talking piece, that's it, just a little design on a piece of metal. This way you could show it to your friends and be like, here, at one point in time, it used to be illegal for me to cut this out. That's how far we went down the Freedom Hill. As discussed earlier, it is largely undisputed that the etching on the AKC resembles a machine gun conversion device. That is precisely what makes it expressive. The district court even observed when, after being foreclosed from making First Amendment arguments, Mr. Hoover listed hypotheticals asking whether they were prohibited by statute if the DXF file of the drawing and instructions how to break the law, like the anarchist cookbook, are constitutionally protected speech is like drawing with an oil-based paint on a piece of stainless steel, okay? What about the military-grade plastic with etchings, is that kosher? While those hypotheticals identify difficult or close cases, they do not explain what is vague about the statutory language itself. The AKC is protected by the First Amendment. Mere possession or transfer of the AKC may not be punished any more than the mere possession of a constitutionally protected material may be punished. The district court erred in failing to so hold. So, we're left asking, where does free speech end and criminal prosecution begin? There's been several Supreme Court rulings on this particular issue, and so far the courts have ruled that telling someone to do something illegal is still considered free speech. To my knowledge, the only thing that's not covered is a call to action, such as inciting a riot. But I'm not 100% sure about that. So, is the AKC covered? Most certainly. So will this be the reason my husband wins his appeal? I hope so, because it's a sad day when any of our freedoms are attacked and overrun by the Gestapo. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know. I feel like we're getting further a little bit along with appeals, so hopefully we can find out sooner than later, but everything, they just tiptoe all the time and take their sweet ass time. So, it's annoying. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, give it a comment, like, and subscribe. And also, if you'd like to continue to support the channel, don't forget to shop at onlytacticalfans.shopify.com and get you some awesome merch. And also, there'll be stuff in the description, such as like Patreon, Amazon, Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace. Hi, Poppy. You haven't been in the camera for a while. You want to say hi? Meow. Oh, say hi. You're Miss Popperton, so you're going to let Mommy shoot? Everyone misses you. Yes, you want to be a sassy girl? You want to be... Huh? Are you Agent Poppy? Don't be looking up there, little shit. I know what you're thinking, huh? Oh, now Vader beaters. What? You want attention too? You do? The three-legged kitty. See the three-legged kitty? He's a good boy. You want to see a chubby little itchy? Oh gosh, Liberty pork chop. Look at your little pork chops. Look at the pork chop. Vader, stop sniffing her fucking twat. Vader. Come on now, bro. I get you're the only man of the house, literally, right now. But, come on. Poppy? Don't you think about going after Chunkalicious? Oh gosh, this is gonna be a disaster. Can't wait to see my hubby this weekend. Oh, I'm just gonna... Fucking peace. That... You fucking bitch. Stop it. I'm serious. While those hypotheticals oh my god.